Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Rising Superstream. Tonight, we are maybe finishing Prey. Probably. Every time I feel like we're getting anywhere near the end, someone pops in and says, nah, you're at like 40%. So hopefully we'll hit the 40% marker for real and for always tonight. I think, I don't know, it'll be good. So I went ahead and loaded the game again so we can just skip having to load for like a year. We're out in space already, and robots immediately began attacking me. So I had to do a quick load. So hopefully we'll be okay now. We're out in space, and we were just about to go finish up the one last side quest, which was blow the shuttle bay escape pod hatch open to let Emanuela get out. Whatever happens to Frank, I don't care. And then after, we're heading right off to the Repo Man, which will lead us towards the end of the game. So yeah, one day. Pariah says he missed nearly this whole LP. Am I enjoying it? Yes, this game's amazing. Like, I'm gonna keep playing this after I finish it. It's so fucking good. I saw someone else comment on how we had a fucking tight Picross stream a little while ago. There's a new Picross S2 coming out, so who knows? Maybe that could happen. Plus, I still owe you guys the fucking Destiny 2 puzzle that I said I'd do. I need to like get that before they disappear from EB Games'. We'll just fucking sit here and solve a 4,000 piece puzzle. Easy as that. It'll go fast. By the way, I was playing with a Nintendo Labo the other day, the motorcycle one that I hadn't finished yet, and it got me really pumped to do a stream for the new Labo when that comes out, the vehicle one. It looks so good. Oh yeah, before I forget, look at this shirt my girlfriend bought me. I love it. It's great. I wear this everywhere now. This shirt's amazing. Am I gonna stream the Smash Direct? Yeah, probably. 2 days? Yeah, 2 days from now. Probably do that, like, before we play Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Okay. So, let's start, but I need to warn myself, there are robots immediate. Yep, there they are. They're attacking a fucking telepath. Let's go. Oh no, my suit was damaged. Oh my god, wow, okay, they're dangerous in space. They're hitting me with fair accuracy. If I get to 16 miles per hour, I should be good. Okay, yeah, now they've lost me. Or at least they're not immediately shooting at me. So we're headed to that hatch, 300 meters away. Squiggly Lizard says, Liam sold all his other shirts, so he has to wear that one. Jokes aside, I really enjoy playing Fortnite. Like, I'm still playing it. There was a brief period after Season 4 ended where I uninstalled it. I said, you know what? I'm done. Had a good time with Fortnite. And I was like, yep, I'm done. That's about how long I usually spend in free-to-play games. And then Season 5 started, and I jumped right back in. And I've been enjoying it thoroughly. Okay, so there's cystoids around the hatch. I should just be able to blast them off. 1, 2. Alright, those are just the nests, right? 1. Do I have any objects to throw? I'll just use glue otherwise. Yeah, I guess I'll just use glue. Right, I have glue gun on my... Boop. Boop. You know what? They're piecing out, so... Yeah, glue doesn't work for that. Someone had mentioned that glue works as an alternative to the Huntress Bolt Caster for this, but I don't actually think that's the case. Because glue doesn't count as like an object moving in space. It's only an object once it hits the wall, and they only interact with moving things like bolts from the bolt caster. Okay, so this is the hatch. I guess these red things? I don't really know what I'm... Well, it said blast it open, so... What's the appeal of Fortnite for you? You don't typically like multiplayer games, right? Yeah, that's correct. I do not typically like multiplayer games. One of the things I don't like about multiplayer games is I always feel like I'm like letting down my team or whatever, because usually multiplayer teams, okay, activate the manual escape pod launch. Oh, I have to go back to the shuttle bay. Okay, well, let's finish the main quest and then let's wrap that one up. I usually like don't like working in teams, like small teams and stuff like that, because I feel bad. I feel like I'm letting people down or whatever when we lose, and I get frustrated when I lose, you know. And like in fighting games too, like when I lose, it's like in fighting games you have to stomach the loss. You have to hold that L hard, right? And I get annoyed. I get frustrated after enough losses. But in Fortnite, I never have to worry about it. 100 people, like I don't expect myself to win. I never expect myself to win, and frankly, it rarely happens. But in that regard, I find it really relaxing. I find it easy to enjoy it without feeling stressed out. So, okay, it's somewhere in there. So let's find a way. Oh, no. Oh, there he is. He's coming. Okay, we gotta find a way in here. I don't know, I just enjoy it. It's just a good time. I would jokingly say maybe I should stream it, but then that will inevitably lead to me becoming a Fortnite only streamer, and I don't want that. So Jesus, how do you get into this place? Oh, there's a hatch. There's an open hatch right there. Yeah, I've tried playing League of Legends before, Demonic Howard, and Awesome Knots, but yeah, MOBAs aren't really my thing. They're cool, like I see the appeal, but just not really my type of thing. You know, I should just hack you. I think one of the things I like about Fortnite too is it's easy to just like start Fortnite and like pick a couple objectives and just go around doing some simple, easy objectives, because none of them are hard, and just enjoy doing that while like talking with a friend who's also playing or something. It's very like relaxing, and it makes for a good social space. I feel like it's like entirely designed around that. Like whenever the challenges come out, like weekly and daily, they're always really simple. They're always really straightforward. None of them are particularly difficult. It very much feels engineered for you to just chill out and enjoy yourself. And I just find it kind of cool. The shooting and the gunplay and such may not be the most well executed ever in a game. It certainly isn't, you know. But as far as like how the economy and all the stuff outside of the actual gameplay work, it's really nice, really slick, really just fun feeling.
He made the mistake of hanging his hopes in a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum. We have important work to do.
Okay, so Arboretum for the next main quest. Osimani asks, do I prefer this hacking or automata hacking? I think they're both really, really strong, actually. I don't know if I have a preference for either one. They're both really good. Niers definitely goes more interesting places, though, by the end of the game. So we still have to go to the Neuromod division to meet Igwe, anyway. So we've got Shuttle Bay and Neuromod division left, and then we'll head off to the end. Hopefully. Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, I didn't get to play the Marvel Infinity War event for Fortnite at all. The one where you get to play as Thanos temporarily. I totally missed that. I think that was just before it came out on Switch, which was when I started playing it. So, because I've been playing it on Switch, because I need that silky smooth 28 to 30 FPS maximum 720p gameplay. I do like it on the Switch, though. It is nice to lie down in bed and play it. That aspect's definitely enjoyable. So, did you see the Negan thing? Yeah, okay, so Evo. Evo was great last night, by the way. I really enjoyed it. Smash 4 finals obviously were not yesterday, they were Saturday. That was pretty awful. Melee was really subdued this year too, not as like outstandingly awful as Smash 4, but it wasn't as thrilling a year as previous years. Guilty Gear was great, super entertaining. Dragon Ball was fucking dope. Having like never played Dragon Ball, only having watched it in the past, it's such an easy game to understand. It's just so like instantly enjoyable. Dragon Ball was fucking dope. It was so good. And Street Fighter 5 was perfectly good too. I liked Street Fighter 5 a lot last night. That was good. But yeah, Tekken 7. Oh yeah, Tekken 7 was also good, by the way. Yeah, I shouldn't skip over that. The Tekken 7 announcement, having The Walking Dead and Negan as a guest character, so into that. I'm really down for that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want Kiryu in as much as the next guy. I think Kiryu would be a great pick for it. But Negan's the exact kind of pick where I'm like, that's some weird shit that the developers like, and they thought this would be fucking neat. And that's great. I want to see their vision for exactly how that shakes out, you know? I don't want the characters who like deserve to be in it. I want the characters the developers are like, this guy would be fun. This guy would be interesting. Right, so Neuromod Division and Shuttle Bay. I should actually check the map. So we can go from here to the lobby, which is the closest. Oh, I should have gone to the Shuttle Bay from the exterior. Man, I fucked up. Okay, so lobby to Neuromod Division. Load times in this game are great, so it won't be too bad. No, I think he's really cool. You know, I'm like very much down for Negan being in. I was recently talking with someone who was telling me how much I think was it Bomberman, how much Bomberman deserved to be in Smash. It was Bomberman and Simon Belmont, and I think Travis Touchdown was the other character he was talking about. It wasn't Matt, by the way. He was talking about how much they deserved to be in Smash. And I think this applies to Tekken and other fighting games too in regards to guest characters. But I don't think anyone like deserves to be in these kinds of fighting games. I think the weird picks are what make them interesting. You know, like if Smash 64 had only been characters who deserve it, like Captain Falcon probably wouldn't be who Captain Falcon is today. You know, Ness and Earthbound probably would not be even remotely relevant. You know, Mr. Game & Watch would never have come back. Rob would never have come back. Like, so many characters, so many great picks throughout the Smash titles who just would have never existed if it was on, like, a basis of who deserves it or anything. So, you know, I'll always be a little salty that Wonder Red's not in. But at the same time, like, I want to see the weird shit that they pick, you know? Wii Fit Trainer is such a fucking based pick. That was like easily one of my favorite picks for Smash 4. Even though she didn't end up being a character I loved playing, I absolutely adored that they were like, yes, let's make Wii Fit Trainer a character. Let's do it. Let's do her justice. Duck Hunt Dog was also a great one in that regard. So, yeah. Right, yeah, someone points out even Samus might not have made it in 64. That's certainly true. You know, Samus... Yeah, like, what is Samus's peak relevancy? Is that today? Like, is Samus at her most relevant now? God, I don't fucking know. Samus was already, like always kind of, like, irrelevant. Yeah, Pit as well. Yeah. It's true. Pit was, like, completely reimagined for Brawl. And that turned into something, so... When's Brutal Legend, you coward? I've finished that game. I finished it 100% actually. It's really enjoyable, but I don't really have any plans to go back to it. I think you asked me this on Twitter or on YouTube or something a little while ago. I have no real plans to go back to it, but it's a cool game. I see a couple people about Samus's relevancy saying, yeah, probably around GameCube era, Prime 1 and Fusion. Yeah, you know, I can't help but think that that has to be her most relevant. If not today, then. Like... okay, so we're going in here through there, I think. Yeah. Mach Rider, though. Yeah, people have been fucking talking about Mach Rider in Smash for ages. Never ever... I mean, it'd be cool, but... Here we are. So glad we get to use
Dr.
this.
Yu, Morgan, I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, doll, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Doll, if memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders.
Here's hoping.
Ready when you are, Morgan. Remember, if this works, say nothing. When extracted, Dal's memory should revert back to the inception date, and he should forget his assignment here. Dr. Yu, ready when you are.
Jesus.
What? Who are you? Morgan? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander, Dahl, I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's pet. The discredited parapsychologist.
Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. Transtar mandate. Dr. Yu can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit. All right, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station, or Transtar would blackbox me.
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
I wanted to be the first person to congratulate you when you woke. On behalf
Okay, so
of
he's gonna head to
everyone
the
at
shuttle.
Transtar, well done.
Okay. I thought Igwe was gonna
Lead
say
the way,
nothing,
Morgan.
and I was just gonna
We'll catch
play
up.
the thing for him, and that would be that.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and surprised you've managed to find
Oh,
a way
no, I
to get
shouldn't go
remaining
through this
crew
window.
off the station. I have no doubt they'll remember your sacrifice.
Okay, great. So now, Shuttle Bay. We need to go there for a couple reasons. And then we can get on the arming key in the Arboretum. Okay. So... How much of his life did you just erase? Actually, not too much, fortunately. So he's back to... after he was able to pilot stuff, but before he got the orders to kill everyone on Talos. So, you know, still not very ethical, but we didn't destroy his entire life or anything. If anything, we've made his life a little easier for him. Probably. As long as this doesn't, like, traumatize him too hard. Or, like, you know, get back to him. Yeah, life might not be easier for him, because he might get back and then get contacted by Alex and Morgan's father, and then the dad will realize, like, oh, they fucked him up. And that might fuck him up. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how his interactions go with others when he returns to Earth or wherever. Yeah, still not ethical, but this could work out. This could work out a little. So, you know, if everyone, like, if he's able to save innocent people and bring them to Earth, I think it was worth it, however. You know, we didn't kill him, although we did forcibly remove some of his memories, and innocent people will be saved. So I think it would have been worth it, all in all.
Morgan, we're in life support now. It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dahl wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay.
Oh, he's paid enough.
Elazar out.
Have I played Icons yet? I have not played Icons, but I'd really like to one day. Icons is so fucking dope. I remember when people were like super down on it when they first announced it, and I was like, what the fuck? This game looks amazing. Why does everyone hate it? I'm glad everyone kind of likes it now. Let me just ensure we are going to Shuttle Bay before I fucking spend 80 minutes loading. Saragoth says you wiped his memory, so is he still the same person? Did you not just kill part of him? Yeah, you know, that's certainly a very valid, you know, quandary. If the front half of your memories are taken away, the most recent half of your memories, like, are you still the same person? Was part of your life just shaved off? You know, yeah, definitely, but I think ultimately, if it's going to save other people, it's something I think is worthwhile. You know, like we didn't kill him. He does still get a chance to live on. So I think it's fine. You know, I think it's fine, especially considering he was going to try killing people. I think that's what validates it for me, is he was being the murderer. He was being the murder man straight up. And I don't think that's questionable. Like, he was going to kill people. So I think it was warranted ethically. You know, even though the action itself was not ethical, I think it was very much validated. Okay, we need to get to the escape section, right? Which is this way. What is your solution to the trolley problem? I think what I said earlier in the game was the brave thing is to jump in front of it yourself, but like, you know, the thing you want to be able to say is jump in front of it yourself. I don't know if I'd actually be able to say jump in front of it myself, you know. I think pushing the fat man, that would probably be the extent of what I could do, you know, but if I were actually in this situation, like, I might be crippled by choice, you know. Everyone wants to say that they would jump themselves in, but
escape unlocked in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Dreth 1997 says the big question is, what is more ethical, killing a person or making them a different person altogether? Yeah, you know, super valid question. Let me let her finish talking.
It means a lot to me that you did all that, despite Frank. I'm transmitting the location of something that could help. I couldn't get it off the station, but maybe it can help you.
Big old box of hamburgers. Yeah, again, given the fact that he was going to kill people, I don't feel like I made the wrong choice ethically, you know. If, say, he weren't going to kill people and we were just manipulating him for our gain by deleting his memory, then I think that would be, like, super non-ethical, you know. But I feel ya. Definitely an interesting quandary. Okay, so that's, oh, just down in, like, her office. I think that's her office.
Aperture clear. Operator deployment resuming.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get Bullet Girl's Fantasia Red Animator. Bearing in mind, at this point, I've already bought 2 Bullet Girls games and played through the entirety of one of them. And I also bought Gun Gun Pixies, and none of them were particularly great. It's a shame, because this is probably going to be the best one. But I'll have to wait until I find, like, a deep sale on it or something. Because I can't keep spending fucking $80 on shitty Japanese shooters. Urgent Earth delivery. Please deliver ASAP to P.O. Box 1127 in Fresno, California. This is a medical emergency. Your payment has already been transferred, and we are both at risk taking this off the station, so please be discreet. I'm trusting you will do the right thing. Note to Mom. Mom, I sent some special meds to help. Please follow the instructions carefully. I know you hate needles, but believe me, the neuromods can do miraculous things. I'll contact you soon, but remember not to mention any of this when communicating with me while I'm on Talos. Love you, Emanuela. 2 neuromods. Cool. I'll add that to the pile of the other 21. Damn, we got 14, son. Oh, I need to scan nightmares for the other regeneration. Have you ever heard the game Liar Princess and the Blind Prince? Yeah, I have. I played the previous games that they made that were similar to it, and they were all right, but didn't really blow me away or anything. Wait for Dal to contact you from the shuttle. Yeah, that still hasn't happened yet, so I guess I'll just continue. I'll get to the Arboretum now, which. So back to lobby, and then to Arboretum. Oh fuck, let's just fucking get away from this turret. Oops. Red Animator says he platinumed Shining Resonance Refrain. Not that hard for an RPG. It's good to hear, because it seemed like it might have been, because it's very similar to the Tales games, right? Those are usually a nightmare to platinum, I hear. Not that I've ever tried. Not that I ever will. But hey. I'm super close to platinuming Chasm, which we streamed the other night. I just have to finish it on hard, and then I'll be done. I finished it on Mortal today, which just means you have 1 life. It's pretty good. It was a pretty good game. It didn't blow me away as far as, like, Igavanias go. Super solid mechanically, but very bland in terms of, like, story and writing. So, yeah. Okay, so let's hit the Arboretum and see what exactly is going on next. You should try and upgrade the stun gun. It's pretty handy in the end game. Maybe. Maybe I think I have some weapon upgrades. Let me check real quick when I get in. Priya asks, "Is Chasm good? Steam reviews aren't so hot for it." Yeah, I saw that the Steam reviews were mixed. I haven't looked at them I haven't looked at them like today or anything, so I don't know if they've changed or gotten dramatically worse or anything. and I definitely agree with some of the complaints. But I do think it is a good game. Like, I'd be lying if I said I thought it was bad or anything. It's just not... It's not essential or anything. If you're a fan of Igavanias or Metroidvanias or whatever, I think there's a lot to enjoy. Just, you know, bear in mind it's not the most thrilling one. The core gameplay is really good. I think if they update it a couple times, add a few more rooms and stuff to the random generation, they could really have something special. But right now, I just don't think it's like super special or anything. Thank God the core gameplay is good, because if the core gameplay had problems, I wouldn't feel the same way. But it is really tight. I finished it twice now, and I thought it was enjoyable. It took me 11 hours to do 100% on my first playthrough on normal. And then the second playthrough, I rushed, and it took me about 2.5 hours. So... Is there something under there? I thought I saw something under there. Any plans to check out Dead Cells? Yeah, I put in a review key request. So I'm hoping that comes soon, because I would like to stream it. If the review key doesn't pan out, I'll buy it, but hoping I can get that. I had someone write me an email the other day, or not an email, a comment the other day, that was like kind of criticizing my usage of review keys for stuff, saying like I should buy them and support them, and also like it's kind of shitty of me to like make money off review keys, and it's like that's like how this business works though. Like that's the whole premise, you know. Like to paint you an ugly picture, like my Octopath Traveler video, because I did buy that, like I paid $92 for my copy of Octopath in Canadian dollar dues, and I think I made like $16 or $17 off of the video. So, you know, I still ended up like $70 in the hole on that video. So just to give you an idea of how helpful it is to get review keys, so that instead of starting a video in the red, you start a video at 0 at least. Just to give you an idea, like these videos don't print money. You know, and I am still playing Octopath, obviously, like, you know, I am getting a lot out of it, but still, like, it's not exactly sustainable to have to buy absolutely everything. And for some stuff it works out, like, for Prey and Kingdom Hearts, where I do, like, you know, like a full playthrough, like, that almost always works itself out. Just because of the volume of videos, but for one-offs, that shit don't pay. Have you ever thought about using GameFly? Nah, I like owning games too much. I'm too much of a sucker for ownership. Oh shit, he's out on the balcony. Oh. Fuck. Was this secret door always here, and I just never noticed it? Jeez.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos one to pieces if that's what you think is best.
Hideout.
I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down.
It's not accessible until now.
But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Oh, jeez. Okay, I have unconscious Alex with me.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want
There's
to
a lot
know
of stuff in here.
is what is the message, and who is listening to it. I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null wave device you conceived.
Oh, can I close the
Make
door?
one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
Let me read this. An account of Fermi's question. Excerpt from a book on the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence by Dr. Robert James III. Consider that there are billions of stars in the galaxy like our sun, many of them far older. Some of these stars will have Earth-like planets. Some of these planets may have developed intelligent life. Some intelligent life may develop interstellar travel. If a civilization began before ours, it seems possible, even probable, that even at the speed of currently envisioned interstellar travel, they could already have the entire galaxy colonized. Problem is, we haven't detected any such civilizations, nor have any contacted us. Why? Yeah, I think we might have read that before.
Okay, so my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending. Setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial, but if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So, you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Jesus, this is fucking nuanced. There's a lot going on. Also, I'm amused at the operator called October. Like, boy, we've been through a couple now. Can I not scan this thing? Target out of range. Let's get closer. Oh yeah, I should close the door when I leave. Oh, there we go. Because I got fear. Oh my god, I almost died. Wow, it... Oh, is that what happens when you scan it? Shit, that's fucking dope. Oh yeah, cool. So I guess he's safe. I guess I did it. Oh, we just lost a bunch of side quests. Sure enough. Where is that family photo? Yeah, do I actually have, like, a scan of this thing? Is that it? No. No, I don't actually think I have data on this one. Okay, cool. Well, let's... Yeah, so do I blow it all up or kill all the Typhon?
Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Okay, I think I'm interested in destroying all the Typhon. But we could potentially do both. Potentially. Fabricate the null wave device, so I literally have to fabricate it. Cool. I gotta go to Psychotronics. Okay. So Psychotronics would be the fastest way to go lobby. Arboretum, lobby, Psychotronics, yeah. Yeah, this music's rad. It's super oppressive. What are you? What the fuck are you? Okay, you're gone. I was about to pull out my shotgun. Oh, I see. I'll have to make a choice later on. That'll be the branch point. Okay, cool. That should be easy then to make that choice. So I just need to make sure I make those first then, right? Did I already fight the big bad stalker dude? You mean the nightmare? Yeah. I've killed a whole bunch of nightmares. They're all bitches. The shotgun solves it perfectly. It's like a lock and key. The shotgun fits inside the nightmare so perfectly. So, are you planning to stream Hollow Knight? Yeah, I want to do Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight and Metal Gear Acid are the two right now that I really want to do, like, following Dream Drop Distance. I'm so excited to play Hollow Knight. Fuck, man. Like, I really actually want to play that game a lot. I've been holding off just because I want to stream it, but... Is there anything to do to help a loud PS4 besides clean it? As far as I know, cleaning it's your best bet. You could always call Sony and see if they'll replace it. But...
Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave.
Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
I gotta say, I've really enjoyed through this game how it constantly tells you one thing and then barrages you with people telling you the opposite thing. It's really satisfying that, like, there are valid points on both sides. For once.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics. In the original containment
Okay, so let's set
cylinder.
this shit up in psychotronics then.
Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Roger that. Jeez, that's so cool. So psychotronics is this way. No, this is the exhibit. I'm a floor down. No, that was hardware labs that way. Which way was psychotronics? Shuttle bay. Psychotronics foyer. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, right. It was the one that was down the stairs. Yeah. Whoop. Yeah, I really dug Mankind Divided. Really dug that game. I wish there was a sequel. Fuck. Of course, I worked at Eidos Montreal, so I'm gonna choose my words carefully. Sure would be nice if there was a next game that was supposed to come. It's almost like that ending was like that because there was supposed to be another game that I really want to play. It kills me. I love that game, but I need more. Human Rev was good too. I don't know why I preferred Mankind Divided. Most people preferred Human Revolution, which is fine. I think it's probably a better game, but Mankind Divided for some reason just really clicked with me. So, yeah. Aesopska says, bringing up Metal Gear Acid makes me think of Killzone Liberation. Did you enjoy that game? I did. Killzone Liberation on the PSP is sick. It's like a top-down, borderline twin-stick shooter that's Killzone themed. It's really good, actually.
I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Yeah, I did that. Oops, fuck, shit.
Hello, Dr.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god, I shouldn't have healed. Wait, hang on, did I stupidly run right past my objective? Okay, no, it is on level 2. Okay, phew. This thing's real neat. Oh yeah, I can't just go straight in. Almost out of shotgun shells too. How do I get in there?
I seen one of the other volunteers come through here. A big guy.
Yeah?
Bastard wouldn't let me out. Now I'm glad he didn't. Watched him bash some poor sucker's head in with a wrench. Kept going on and on about black eggs and whatnot. Real disturbing.
Yeah, he was. So I guess we may have to go up another floor to get in on this thing. Oh no, it may just be here.
I'm sure he wasn't a good man, but you freed him anyway. I'm curious if it was compassion, or was there some other motive? I can only act in ways that advance my directive. The Typhon can only kill and destroy, but you're human. You have a choice.
Yeah, Aaron just doesn't care what's going on. He's just happy to not be dead.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it. That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Okay, cool.
Home gravity detected.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware.
Oh my god, I
You're
want to
going
be...
to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark, but what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
It's a good way to put it. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh, I went out that side. I see. I got turned around. Oh, it's the exact opposite side. Okay. Oh my god, I got so turned around. Good stuff, good stuff.
Hello, are you here for an appointment? Hello, nice to see you. Whoops. Diagnosing. Bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening.
Thanks.
Please hold still.
I'm glad that was all that
Take
was.
a moment. Good as new.
Yeah, I've got Alex's self-destruct key. Let me just make sure. Alex and Morgan. Yeah, there we go. So we're pretty much good to go in every regard. Yeah, I think one of my favorite things about Mankind Divided, Druna Parva, I see you're playing it now, is the side quests. The main story, I mean, you're still playing it, so I won't spoil it, but the main story goes to an interesting place, but doesn't quite get to fully capitalize on it, because it's clear that there's meant to be more. But the side quests are really strong in Mankind Divided. There's some really great writing in those individual little stories. There was like a murder mystery side quest that I was really fond of, especially. There was another really good one where there was this guy who made this cult-like civilization in the sewers, and that side quest was a total trip. Really, really enjoyed that one. Prague is like a great environment too. Prague's dope. So yeah, I do agree that more meat on the main story would have been nice, though. I think you are right about that. Because you hit the ending and you're like, yeah, that was cool. That was a good final scenario, but I wish it wasn't the final scenario. Like, I wish there was one more thing or something like that. It does hit you a little abruptly. The last boss is kind of nothing. I appreciate that the answer to, hey, the bosses kind of suck in Human Revolution is, well, why don't we just not have bosses? I don't know if it's the right or wrong choice, but The last boss I thought was a better fight than any of the bosses in Human Rev, personally. So. Let me just make sure. Yes. Arboretum to Talos Bridge. Go. I haven't actually really played the original Deus Ex, no, Sparrow. Not to any level of, like, real knowledge. Like, I've literally clicked around a little bit when I worked at Eidos, but... They improved the bosses in the director's cut version of Human Revolution a little bit. There was a studio in Ontario called Snowed In Studios. They were hired to do that version of the game, and I did compliance work on it. It's got issues. It doesn't run quite as smooth as the non-director's cut version of the game, because they incorporated like a bunch of DLC and a bunch of little fixes and tweaks here and there. So it unfortunately doesn't run quite as smoothly, but the boss fights are actually a little better in director's cut. Part of that is like they changed the level design for them a little bit, so they added more ways to tackle the enemies, whereas like some of the bosses were really not fun to fight if you had like a full stealth or full hacking build. They've now made it viable, much more viable for any type of build to fight any of the given bosses. So that was kind of an improvement. I think a lot of people haven't seen those versions of those bosses, and they're pretty much, they're like 90% the same, but the 10% makes a difference if you're trying to go like full hacking or something like that.
Microgravity detected.
Oh yeah, still microgravity here. True. Oh yeah, okay, so I should actually real save here. I have to, hang on, I have to make a separate manual save in a second. Ash Ratcliffe says, what's going on with Bloodstained? Hope it's not going to be another Mighty Number 9. I don't think you have to worry about that. I don't know if you were a $60 backer for it, but if you were, you were able to download a demo recently. And I did a video on it, actually, if you're interested. It was really good, so I don't have any concerns, really. I know visually some people still have some quibbles about how it's not quite the looker they had hoped for, but gameplay wise I think it's pretty pristine. So
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
I should do the save here, actually, so I don't have to redo multiple loading screens.
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
Wait, so is that now like an option? Just fucking run? Okay. Let me save a third time for posterity.
What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan's orders.
Oh no!
Nonsense.
Morgan.
Oh fuck.
Your operators...
I cut off their dialogue. Sorry about that. let's fortunately we have a save right there, so let's just fix that.
What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan's orders.
Nonsense. You're a machine. An ill-conceived one. Morgan would never... You tricked her. Who programmed you?
I represent the desires of Morgan Yu, circa January 12th, 2035.
It's like a month
Your
ago,
sister created me
I think.
to ensure her objectives would meet with success, and that yours would fail.
Mine? There's no difference between what I want and what Morgan wants. Not the real Morgan.
The idea of a real Morgan is fiction.
There's got to be an override.
Please step away from the terminal. You've left me no choice.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1.
Okay, let's
and
start with
all the
destroy
Titans.
then. Let's do
Detonating
destroy
the
first.
station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Okay, what's the destroy option? It's over there. Okay. Well, I want to do the null wave after, so next time I'll come in and I'll destroy January immediately, and we'll get to hear what Alex has to say, and do that one. But for now, I guess let's blow the place up. Where do I go to blow the place up? Oh, we can listen to this transcribe.
What do you have for me?
I totally missed.
Chief, yeah, so I checked that flight plan for the volunteer shuttle like you requested. You're right, it went
Soon
dark
the
for 12
Apex
minutes
Typhon will
before
have
it resumed the
invaded
path
every
towards Earth.
quarter of Talos 1.
A slightly different trajectory than before. It's almost unnoticeable, like it left
Okay, I
on a
really
different
shouldn't
part
have
of the
started
station
this.
or changed its flight pattern around
This
Talos.
12
talk.
minutes? What about
It's
the
really
other
not that
shuttles?
important.
It's only the
I really
volunteer
didn't need to
shuttles,
hear
but
this.
it's all of them. They go dark 8 to 10 minutes after leaving the station, then suddenly reappear. The VIP
Okay,
shuttles don't
fuck
show
off,
the
Matt
same
Cawthron.
irregularity.
Can you stop these
Got it.
things?
Talk to anyone about this.
About what, Chief?
Exactly. Good
Okay,
work,
it's stopping.
Vet.
Okay, cool.
Elazar out.
Okay, so where do we go to destroy shit? Oh my god, are you serious? I would have had to put the arming keys in the power plant first. Fuck. I certainly didn't do that. Okay, well let's do this first then. And then I guess we're gonna have to do that. And oh my god, how did I miss that? Damn. I feel kinda ditzy for missing that. Shit, okay. I did skip a step. Alright, well let's do this one then.
Soon the Apex Typhon will have invaded.
Let me reload and we'll hear Alex's dialogue if I save him. Sorry, I'm kind of bumbling around this final bit. There's clearly a lot of permutations and I want to see as much as I can. Oh, that was wrong.
What the hell have you done?
I've sent Morgan.
Alex doesn't have anything to say.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
Yeah. That ending's not too special. So let's correct this. Let's blow it up. I also like that you can see the escape ship there. Okay, so time to do the arming keys. Shit, I have to fucking head back out for that. That's a little distance away, too.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
We are totally a Typhon.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Dahl. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. It let him go. Was that mercy?
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Jeez. Congratulations, you finished Prey. Jeez. Don't worry, we gotta come back around to this in our Destroy ending, so don't worry, we'll have an opportunity to run that back. What an interesting ending. Ended really abruptly, by the way. Like, boy, the cut from just like old times to congratulations, you did it. That was really abrupt. Man, what a good ass fucking game. That little bit was anticlimactic as heck, but otherwise, what a good ass fucking game. Okay, so let's flip over now and let's go destroy the place. Yeah, I also don't know how a sequel to this game would work, so I'd be interested to see what they would want to do with it if they could. Because it's pretty nice. I wonder what they would want to do, where they would want to set it, etc. I do like at the end where they address everything and they're just like, yeah, look, you did a good thing here, you did a bad thing there. Good thing, bad thing, etc. It's a little on the nose, but it's still kind of nice that they acknowledge you. I wish there was a bit more, like, to the ending than just, like, yeah, you were in a simulation, but it was still cool.
What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution.
You made the right choice. The terminal's linked up again. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos 1, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry.
Okay, I just wanted to hear his dialogue there. Because we do need January alive, probably, in order to blow up the place. I'm sorry, I just want to see all the various little things.
What the hell have you...
Please reconsider. Trust your former self, the one that isn't morally bankrupt. Your assessment, Morgan, not mine. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps
push the
provides
fat guy.
a small measure of reparation.
Oh,
you know how neuromods
jeez.
are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Wow, that trophy name was fucking fantastic. Oh, I kind of wish that played into the story more. Like, if there was actually a situation where you physically had to push Alex into, like, the literal or non-literal route of a train. Ah, what a great name for the trophy there. That links up so nicely with the beginning of the game. Jeez. Yeah, what a framing device indeed. That's money. Christ. Okay, so we got to go to the the power place, which is a billion zillion load screens away. Pop these keys in there and then we can head right back. We'll actually watch the credits this time, yeah. Sorry I skipped them before. I like super wasn't clear on the idea if there would be something afterwards. I feel like normally in video games we don't really get post-credit stuff. Not like big scenes like that, so I wasn't expecting it. But now I know, and we'll actually like check out the credits this next time. So, yeah. Sacrifice Fat Man for Chivos. Yeah, it's worth it. I guess. Yeah, I have both the arming keys. We are good.
Microgravity detected.
Okay. So, power plant. Jesus. Oh my god. We can't go outside, by the way. The gates are off. So, lobby, life support, power plant. Alternatively, go straight to guts. Guts to cargo bay. No, shit. That's not faster, actually. Nope. Lobby, life support, power plant. Amazing. Oh, that's deep storage. Nice. Perfect flight. Oh yeah, the elevator does go to life support, doesn't it? It's true, it's true, it's true. That'll save us a step. Wait, no, that was exactly the step we were taking. Lobby life support, yeah. No, never mind. It doesn't save us a step at all. Yeah, no, and there is escaping with doll, which I mean, now that we're here, we can check that out, you know? I don't see why not. Yeah, I'd like to wrap up the fall part 2 at some point, Pariah. It was fucking good up to where we played. So damn good. We were really impressed with that game. Okay, life support. So yeah, this is all a simulation of Morgan's memories. So I wonder what situation actually did play out. What did Morgan actually do to lead everything to get the world to be the way it was? Because I wonder if, you know, us destroying the Typhon in that previous ending would have been adequate to have prevented the Typhon from getting all over Earth, like what actually happened in the real life. I don't know. I wonder what Morgan chose. I don't know. I don't think there's really a way to find out either. Do you remember what Alex said when you escaped with the escape pod? I actually don't distinctly remember. So feel free to remind me. Because it was something about how Morgan would never do this or something like that. I do remember we saw some very like computery shit, which now that I know we're just looking into a looking glass the whole time, that kind of is a nice little bit of foreshadowing for that, but yeah, something like, oh, this one failed, try again. Okay, yeah, that does sound familiar, yeah. I remember thinking even back there that, like, we were clearly a Typhon. You know, that was never really a big mystery to me. That always seemed a little evident. So I don't think that impacted me too much. He says, you're not the one, yeah. Oh, it also says version 3.2, implying we were on an earlier failed test. Oh my god. Fucking fear status ailment, which makes your game go all over the place. It's such a pain. Yeah, Dodge and Dust says being a Typhon thing was obvious. Really, the state of the world is what he considers to be the real twist. I think ultimately it kind of is, right? Because that's really where they pull the wool out from in front of your eyes, almost literally, actually, and say, hey, no, this is what's actually going on, straight up. It's interesting. I like the idea of what they were doing as well, where it was like, Alex explained that they've experimented with putting Typhon bits into humans, and how they've never tried putting human bits into Typhons. I think that's interesting. I think that definitely, like, I don't know specifically what, but I think that definitely opens up the door for, like, a future entry. I think they've probably thought it through pretty hard at this point, right? Gosh, I would love if they could do a sequel. That'd be dope. I mean, I still have fucking Mooncrash to play, plus the other DLC when that comes out, which, like, has a bunch of story shit, so we'll see how that goes.
Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made.
The next Prey game will be a reboot, also called Prey. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, I think those are good to go now. Yep. Rad, now to fucking go all the way back. I think the staircase is over here. Oh, jeez. Damn, that just immediately killed me. Even Last Chance didn't save me there. Fuck, I hope the last save was down there when that objective completed. Yeah, good. Thank you. Please go away. I got a critical attack against the Apex. Okay, so not going that way. That's okay, the elevator's back here. Pariah asks, the fuck's the point of the two keys thing if one person can just turn them both? Yeah, you know, I was actually surprised that there wasn't like a gimmick to figuring out how to like turn them both despite being just one person. I was a bit surprised to see that you could just turn them one at a time and it was fine, but hey, whatever. When's Prey prop hunt though? I hope you know that actually is coming. Typhon hunt. Basically just prop hunt.
Please warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate
I will play
and
that
avoid
in VR.
all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made.
I'm really keen for the two VR expansions. Obviously I love VR, so of course I would be.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas.
Let me just refresh myself here. So we can leave via the shuttle bay, which I guess we should attempt to do on the way back. So we're gonna go life support, which I think is where what's-her-face was. I think they said they were stuck in the shuttle bay, or in life support. What's-her-face and her troops. Shuttle bay is from the lobby anyhow, so... Any summer anime you're watching? I'm watching Asobi Asobase, which is funny as fuck. I really like that show. I want to watch Attack on Titan Season 3, but I just have not sat down to do it. I'm still up on My Hero Academia. I have a couple shows queued up that I just haven't gotten to yet, though. I also really like, I forget what it's called, but the badminton one with the good-ass animation. Really enjoying that. Yeah, I want to watch Review Starlight, but I don't think that one's on Crunchyroll, so I'm going to need to download that. But I want to watch that. Do you agree that the new opening for Attack on Titan is terrible? Having not seen it, I highly doubt that it's terrible. I've seen other people echo the sentiment that they don't like it, but like, I really doubt it's terrible. Like, sure, maybe it's not Linked Horizon, and you really like Linked Horizon. It's probably not terrible. Yeah, Chio-chan and Planet With are on my list of things I want to watch, so... Planet With is one I really don't want to sleep on, because everyone seems to be saying it's fantastic. Golden Kamui, I'd like to read the manga. I know that's not this season anyway, but it's a season I'm asking about it. So where was What's-Her-Face? Shit, I thought she was here. To help her out with her troops and shit. Maybe I'm crazy. Or did they get to the shuttle bay properly? Maybe they got to the shuttle bay. Whatever, I'm just going to assume they got to the shuttle bay. Otherwise, it'll be a lonely solo escape. Oh, they are in the shuttle bay? Okay, cool. Yes, I am crazy. Thank you. Yeah, I heard High Score Girl was good. I'm not like super interested in watching it, but I have heard that one. So in the air control room. Okay. I don't think the self-destruct button was down at the bottom of the station in where we were before. I don't think so, was it? I didn't see it. If it was, then I've completely screwed this section of the game. But I didn't notice it at all. I thought we just had to head back up as soon as we flipped the keys. Because I think the objective marker even said it's at the bridge now. Yeah, trigger it from the Talos 1 bridge, yeah. So I think we did not miss it. Shuttle bay, which is from the lobby. Let's start by escaping, and then we'll come back and blow it up. I'll do a manual save here right from the elevator then. I'll save over this old manual save that's not doing anything. Oh, no worries, Rumble Rock. Thank you for watching out, even if it wasn't quite right. I appreciate you keeping an eye on me. Has anyone in the chat actually finished Praise DLC Mooncrash? Because I fully want to stream it, and I'm kind of aware that it's a roguelike, but it still has a lot of story stuff, and it's not just like a bonus extra mode. I was wondering if anyone had like an estimate on kind of how long it was, because I haven't found a good estimate. Last I checked, there wasn't one on how long to beat, so yeah. I'm gonna stream it anyway. Like whatever, we'll just fucking go until we finish it, which could be a while, but I don't really care. Any excuse to play more Prey is probably good in my books. Oh, we only have 2 shotgun shells left. That's not a good thing. Do I literally just get in the ship? Is it as simple as that? It couldn't possibly be. Is that a trap? Oh no, it's like a wrench. Is running away not like a valid choice? Oh, you have to set the station to blow up first. Ah. I literally meant to just run away. So, okay, so you have to set the station to blow up first before you can run away. Ah, okay. That changes things. No worries. Good thing I had that save there. Oh, no worries, guys. It is totally not your onus to tell me how to finish the game. Don't even worry about it. I see some of you guys apologizing. Like, don't worry about it. This is not a bummer to me. I'm happy to explore and figure out how this ending works exactly. I really appreciate how, like, easily accessible Alex's escape pod was, by the way. Like, if you just want it a little bit, you can easily get there. There are so many ways to get yourself up there. And, like, you feel special because it's, like, still relatively well hidden up there. But it's visible enough that, like, you're almost guaranteed to notice it in the playthrough. And I think there's probably a good chance you'll even go for it. I see people talking about Toriko in the chat. Is Toriko actually dead? Did Toriko get finished? Or did the manga just end? Like, randomly. Because I never found out what happened with that. I own like 25 volumes of Toriko. When's Hamtaro Ham-Hams Unite? I've actually finished that game. Oh, it just finished like 2 years ago? Huh. Huh. Well, good for Toriko. How many volumes are there? I read a lot of it. Like... I'm looking up Toriko. It's not that great, but I was reading it with my little brother. It was like the first manga he really read, which is weird. Toriko's an odd pick, but I guess every manga is going to be someone's first manga, right? Wow, there's 43 volumes. Damn. Okay, I'm behind. And I remember, like, yeah, when I read through it with him, like, he was really into it because he'd never read a Dragon Ball Z or anything like that. And he was like, whoa, this is really cool. This is really fresh. Bearing in mind, he was like 13, 14 or whatever. So I don't know. It was something we really enjoyed together, you know. Even if, like, I could tell it wasn't exactly high art, it was nice to have that, to share that with him, I guess, you know. So... It was nice. It's crazy. He's just did I create a new weeb? No, definitely not. He is super not that type of person. It's crazy. He's just moving to Montreal from the countryside like this month. And I'm just blown away by that, you know, like he was, oh shit, fuck. You know, all my life he's been like my baby brother, and now he's like finally moving out and shit, and he's like gonna be an adult. I'm very fucked up by that. It makes me sad when I think about it.
Don't know if you've seen, but there is alien
Like his whole life just flashed in front of my eyes, and I'm like, wow, I missed everything.
Every window in this station, it's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
I think that's probably normal though. It's crazy. Like I remember the day he was born like it was yesterday. I mean, I was a kid, obviously. I was like 9 or 10 years old. And I remember being in the bath and like phone call. Yeah, fuck. Like every important thing in my life happens when I'm in the bath, right? Like I was in the bath and we got a phone call from my dad's place, and yeah, my brother had been born the day before my birthday. July 5th is his birth date, and that was really cool that it was the day before my birthday. I don't know. I love my brother. He's so great. He really is. It's scary that he's already grown up, though. Demonic Howard says, nothing makes you let it set in harder than younger siblings becoming adults. Yeah, no, definitely. And, like, my sisters have already, you know, gone to school. One of my sisters already graduated from college, you know, like... But it's my brother that really hits me. My sisters were young when I was young when my sisters were born. Like, I was 4 and 7, respectively. But my brother, I was old enough to be, like, conscious. So
I find the activation of this null wave transmitter station puzzling. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Got it. Okay. I do want to blow this place up. Let me check upstairs. There was the cool captain's room. We never really explored this portion of this area. I think this is the one part of the map that really went unexplored. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's hard save. Oh, hang on. It's doing an autosave. Hard save. Save number 3. Let's go.
Warning. Reactor detonation.
8 minutes. Nice.
All the directives have been completed. All except one. When the station detonates, it will destroy the Apex Typhon and every trace of technology derived from it, including you, but you know this already. It was your idea, after all. The alien neuromods you carry would pose an unacceptable risk to everyone on Earth if you returned. Have a seat, Morgan. You might as well enjoy the view in your final moments.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Fleet.
Michaela,
oh shit, yeah, sacrifice yourself to save Earth.
I'm not going to make it. What? Everything's fine. I got one of the escape pods working. Are you sure? Morgan, something's wrong. There's no time. Trust me. I'll see you Earthside.
Shuttle departure in 2 minutes. Oh, wow.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Christ, literally just sit and watch.
keep having this dream.
Man, those sequences are so abrupt. The previous one with Alex narrating was also really abrupt. We'll go back in and we'll fix that again. This is FMV, by the way, so I can't look around or anything. Start, stop, repeat in the chat says, so that ending portion is conditional. If you have more than low Typhon neuromod usage, January screws you over to ensure Typhon materials can't make it to Earth. That's really cool. He says if you have none to low, she recommends you destroy her to prevent you doing it. Neat. Oh, the mug. Huh. Cute. That's cute. I guess this is getting to watch it happen. If you kill January, you get more time to run. Yeah, it's true, because January called over and said, hey, speed shit up. I'm impressed with how many little permutations there are at the end, yeah, as you guys are explaining parts of it as well. There's a lot of little variation. I think that's really enjoyable. Like, it's nuanced, right? It's not like Human Revolution where it's like, which button you want to hit? You know, ultimately it is still kind of which button you want to hit, but in this case the buttons are moving and dynamic and interesting, and they talk to you sometimes. And they have different things to say based on what you've done and what you will do. And you can destroy the buttons. Like, there's a bunch of cool shit you can do in this ending. It's pretty fun, actually. Red, blue, or green, pick one. Yeah, right? It is better than that, though. So, it is really cool. So am I safe to skip this now that we've gotten to the dark screen stuff? I'm just gonna go ahead and assume so. But I'm not actually gonna do anything. I'm gonna wait for someone to confirm that we're safe. That we're cool now. Soundtrack is fucking banging. Yeah, we're safe? Okay. So now let's kill them all, Peter. Oh, I'm out of tea. It's so fucking disappointing to lift up your mug and there's nothing. Don't skip so you can listen to dope 80s synth. I've actually been considering buying the soundtrack because it's just really good.
It's finished.
So no way to skip through this. So we're just
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Dahl. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. It let him go. Was that mercy?
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk. Alex, it killed you.
Back then, I would have done the same thing to me.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Yeah, I wonder just how much dialogue there is in this scene. I've seen people in the chat saying that
was a
they haven't seen
reconstruction
this
based
stuff
on
before.
Morgan's
Certain
memories.
lines. I saw earlier when we were in this too, another person said that.
This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
That one's way more anticlimactic. That one really goes nowhere. That one really goes nowhere. Yeah, these little, like, ending vignettes are not, they're really not the best. Yeah, I do kind of see that people have, let me retake that sentence. I've seen people say it before, and I kind of get why people say now that the ending is like the weakest part of this game. Because, yeah, the story and everything that happens in it is so fucking intricate. The events of the main game have so many interesting and cool permutations, and then you get to the ending and it all kind of comes down to these like really abrupt scenes that are over in a flash, and you don't get a whole lot from any of them, really. Yeah, I'm gonna quit at the credits here because the epilogue is gonna be the same shit where we're sitting in the seat. Oh, why am I looking at the seat? Where we're sitting in the seat and whatever, you know. So don't worry, I'm not gonna.
Warning: reactor detonation imminent.
I'm not gonna
Please
rewatch through the whole
evacuate
credits and
Talos
shit.
1.
Okay, so let's evacuate.
The shuttle is.
So shuttle bay. Okay, let's go.
I'll wait a few minutes.
Hope that doesn't skip his dialogue. 8 minutes is way more than enough time to get to shuttle bay, honestly. The 2 minutes that January limits to is pretty strict, so I'm not sure about that. But yeah, and I agree with the notion that like the content of the endings isn't particularly bad. It's just how abrupt they are. Like the like cinematic pacing of them is really poor. And I think that's really not great. So oh, it did skip his dialogue? Fuck. Shit. Oh well, whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. The window on the bridge is one big looking glass. You can destroy it. Whoa, that's dope. I gotta see that. Yeah, I figured you could use an escape pod to get out too, but I want to go to the ship with Dahl and see if there's anything there. I kind of doubt there'll be much more.
Microgravity detected.
Oh my god. Oh my god, loading times are counted? I think loading times are counted. That's fucking bananas. Sorry, shuttle bay, so we need to go to lobby and straight to shuttle bay. Okay, cool.
Warning: reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I really appreciate that if you time your presses correctly there, you don't have to slam into the wall. The load will take care of that. Yeah, solid state drives would save a solid like 20 seconds per load easy. It matters, it matters. Shit, so we've still got one more load to get to the shuttle bay, but we should be fine. Ghost Mutton puts it kind of nicely. He says, feels like they wanted a big stinger at the end, but don't know what exactly to do with it after the reveal. The endings don't feel like conclusions, they just stop. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Oh no, look, okay, it didn't count the time. That time we didn't lose any time in the load.
Warning: reactor detonation imminent. Please
Did we actually lose time in the load in the
1.
first time, or am I crazy? I thought we did lose time from the load, but maybe I'm insane. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough. I'll stop reading chat forever. Oh, they just cut your time after the doll chat? Okay. Sure, maybe there was a reason for it that we missed.
Warning: reactor detonation imminent.
Okay, well here's our last door anyway. Even if load times were counted, we would be fine. That's a very generous amount of time. 2 minutes is enough. If you go straight, 2 minutes is totally enough time. But you really can't, like, fuck around at all. 7 minutes, I mean, whatever. You want to build some more shotgun shells? Go for it. You can do whatever you want. Oh, yeah, Happy Carl actually explained it great in the chat here. It's 8 minutes till the station explodes. The timer then gets adjusted to reflect the amount of time Dal will wait. Because he's not going to wait the full 8 minutes, obviously. So that was why there was the time reduction to 5:25 or whatever. That's how long Dal's actually willing to wait. You know, they did that before when January was alive, and it got reduced down to 2 minutes. And I thought that was really cool how they like change it on the fly. It's really kind of thrilling and exciting to see that happen. It works great contextually as well. It makes sense, you know. They have to leave. We can't really wait till the last second, and they're not gonna wait till the last second. Okay, we're in. Can I talk to everyone?
You made it. Look, I know what happened. You aren't solely to blame. You helped me and my officers when we needed it. I'll be sure to let Earthside know what you did to help us in the cargo bay.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, it was an honor to work with you on Talos. And your brother.
Can't pull out your guns anymore.
And thank you for retrieving
No killing
Leitner's
these guys in
remains.
here.
Maya always loved the sound of his playing. I couldn't let it die with the station. His was a rare gift, and his skill should be shared. Not only with me, but with others.
Are you waiting for an invitation? Now come the fireworks. I hope there'll be enough. You know, I thought you had left the station because of what happened between us. And that I had lied to you about my condition. I was angry with you. And myself. But I'm glad you are here with me now.
That guy's still fighting
and
out
I
there.
like who you have become. You have my father's strength.
Reactor detonation imminent.
I thought they wasn't gonna let me in at first. On account of this volunteer get up.
Bоже мой, please.
And then I
take
guess
your
this is the
seat.
quantity of people we saved who were in the cargo hold.
Ready or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
Yeah, we can't even see through the window. You want to, like, defog that?
I keep having this dream.
Well, that's Prey. Little bit underwhelming in terms of endings, but the actual game itself, 99% of it was fucking phenomenal from beginning to end. Well, beginning to 99%, I guess. That last one I kind of liked a little better, where you blow up the place and you save yourself. That felt like a more like I succeeded kind of ending. But hey, that was a good ass game. I am a little bummed that these endings are so abrupt and in some senses
It's
not
finished.
satisfying. But
how did it do?
I'd be lying if it said it like totally.
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising.
Enjoyment.
Empathy
of the
quotient
entire
shows
game.
to be
This game was like
exceptionally high.
hyper worth it.
probably thinks
yeah,
it
go
was
play this
dreaming.
game. You just watched the
Nothing
full
mattered.
LP, but go play this game. Whatever, I don't care.
Thinks like us.
Its life depends.
Can I actually quit out from here? Yeah, I can quit out from here. It was good. Morally, what choice would you say is the most correct? I think most correct is blow up the station, and if you consumed any neuromods, don't leave. If you didn't consume neuromods, then leave, because you couldn't possibly really know you were a Typhon, so like you would think yourself human. Obviously, like I'm trying to take away the third wall here, you know, like I know that our Morgan was like a Typhon, but was our Morgan actually a Typhon in the context of the game? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, probably not letting any Typhon exist is the morally right one. Yeah, it's true. Your friends on the shuttle have neuromods. Yeah, no, it's true. So not letting anyone leave, blowing everyone up is the right choice. It's the hard choice, but like that's the like let the train carry on the track that's gonna kill one person instead of killing 5 people. You know, destroying all of Talos 1 with everyone inside it is better than letting the Earth succumb to the Typhon and get destroyed by the Typhon. But, you know, as evidenced by our actions, it's tough to make that choice and to sacrifice everyone, you know, even in the quote-unquote best or worst scenario, like the escape pod still went because we saved Dahl, we tried to save people. You really need to, like, it's cool how much this lives up to to that question, because you, from a very early point, have to realize that nobody can or should make it off this station. You have to take that incredibly seriously, and you have to really make sure nobody can make it to Earth to do, I would say, like the most morally correct thing, right? And you have to steel yourself very early on, and you have to probably kill people and not save, like explicitly not save people in order to get stuff going if you wanted to really demonstrate the most like righteous ending, you know? And I think that's really cool, that the most like morally correct ending is not save everyone. It's not get as many people off as possible. It's nothing like that at all. It's like, don't let anything get away at all. Kill everything, destroy the place, just dust it completely. So yeah, really cool how they pose you those questions at the beginning. They go with the fat man thing, which obviously is an analog for Alex. I hadn't really noticed it, but like obviously, which is pretty dope. And then they deliver on that promise. That's like the very first thing you see in the game. Not literally, but you know, pretty much the first situation in the game is like, hey, answer these questions. And at the end of the game, you're left thinking on those exact questions. Like and I think for most players, who think on it, they'll realize, you know, I didn't do the righteous thing. Even though at the beginning it was very easy to say, well, this is the right thing. Well, this is the right thing. Well, this is the right thing. Like, you know, we didn't. We absolutely didn't, you know, we weren't able to live up to that promise. And they did a great job creating a scenario that makes it difficult to want to do the right thing, you know. So, very, very cool. And Kakali in the chat says, there was another terminal on the bridge that tells you there's an escape pod on its way to Earth and it's not responding. And you can make a choice to blow it up or not. Yeah, the right thing would be blow it up. Make sure no Typhon can make it to Earth no matter what. So, fucking interesting, man. I'm really impressed with the writing in this game. Was this a Chris Avallone joint? Because it feels very, should I say, Avallonian? But I have no idea if he was involved in this. I'm Googling this. Yep, right. Oh yeah, writer for Prey. There we go. Absolutely, it was him. He's so good. He's so fucking good, man. Oh yeah, he's the narrative designer for Dying Light 2. I fucking forgot. Dying Light 2 might actually, like, it looks so interesting. The first one really didn't jump out at me at all, but Dying Light 2 looks a lot better than the first, I gotta say. Yeah, man. Pariah says he likes stuff like this because it also brings into question what the right thing is. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, there's an argument to be made for, like, let's save everyone and try to rid ourselves of the Typhon, you know? Like, that would be the, like, ideal righteous ending, is you don't have to kill anyone, and we're able to, should I use the word purify? Or we're able to rid ourselves completely of the Typhon. And that seems, like, incredibly idealistic, and I think unrealistic based on the things that we're being told in the game. You know, but I guess that would be the ideal. The realistic one is kill everyone, because that's actually getting the Typhon out of everyone ain't fucking happening. So, yeah. I don't know. Really impressed with this. This was a really, really good time overall. And I mean, any game that has you talking about, like, its central themes like this at the end, you know they hit something right. Because damn, man. Pariah says, to him, self-preservation is always right. You wouldn't blame someone for not choosing to kill themselves to save others, would you? No, to me, I think self-preservation is always understandable. I don't think it's right, you know what I mean? Like, the train example. If you could jump in front of the train to save everyone at the cost of your own life, jumping to me is the right answer. Would I be able to do it? I don't know. I think it's the right answer because it's one life for many others. If someone didn't jump, I wouldn't think they did the right thing. I would think they did the understandable thing. And I think I'd be able to empathize with that. Even if I were in the train, I think I'd be able to empathize with that. Like, of course. But I don't think self-preservation is always the right thing. Just understandable. It's a very human thing. Well, I mean, not just human. I mean, that's the nature of most living beings, right? So... But, you know, it's fucking interesting no matter how you slice it, right? And it's such a simple situation, you know, the situation with the train, the pulling the handle and veering it off course. Like, it's a situation we've all heard all our lives, and I'm really impressed with how Prey was able to add a little bit of nuance to it, and then just design an entire... How many hours? Yeah, we spent 20 hours. Design like a 20-plus hour experience just around... like the most nuanced version of this train situation. I'm really impressed that it boils down to something so simple, so basic, like something I already, you know, felt I intimately knew before I even touched the game, which was why at the beginning I felt it was pretty easy to answer the train questions. But backing away from it, even I can see that I, long-term, didn't make the decisions that reflect what my beliefs are about the simple train scenario. When it was obfuscated so much and stretched out across so many mini scenarios, in addition to the main scenario, it was almost impossible for me to see that we were indeed within the train scenario the whole time. That really impresses me. You know, I think that's what impresses me the most. The fact that it wasn't super transparent to me until the very end of the game that, like, oh, we've been doing the train scenario the entire time. I'm sure if I would have stopped to think about it, I might have made some likenesses and comparisons from bit to bit to the train. But I don't think it would have occurred to me that everything was building up to a much bigger train scenario at the end of the day. So... yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I wanted to, now that we finished it, I want to just fucking spoil myself on, like, the fucking trophies, the hidden trophies. Like, what shit did we miss? Completed the game in the most empathetic manner possible. I guess kill no one or something like that. Save everyone, maybe? Because it's empathy, right? I guess. Oh, here, without killing any humans. You killed every human. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's demanding. On or around Talos 1. That's a heck of a list. Killed mimics. I noticed these two before. Completed the game without ever requiring any Typhon power or human ability. And then only Typhon powers And again, only with human abilities. That one's wild. It's the secret ones I wanted to see. No show. You died to helicopter blades on the first. Oh my god, just jump into the blades. It's called No Show. That's so cute. That's good. I'm really into the trophy design in this game. I think they did a great job. Oh wow, you located all employees. It's a lot. Awkward ride home. You escaped Talos 1 aboard Dahl's shuttle with only Dahl. Everyone else is dead. Shit. Yeah, no kidding. Awkward ride home. That one's solid. Black Market. You found all the smugglers' dead drops. Okay, yeah, it's like side quest stuff. You rang. You used the psychotronic satellite to dismiss or summon the Typhon Nightmare. Oh yeah, I never actually did do that. Right. The last one, makeup exam. You returned to the simulation lab and completed the tests in rooms A, B, and C. Oh, neat. Just walk back to the beginning and do it again. Different side of you. Scanned your Phantom Shift duplicate with a psychoscope. Oh shit, yeah, I never got Phantom Shift. Shit. Well, I guess I'll be exploring this stuff on my own in the future. Fuck, it seems like you gotta play through the game like a couple more times to get stuff done. Like, from my save, I think I can turn around and, like, kill a bunch of people to get Awkward Ride Home, but jeez. Jeez, man. That's a lot. Oh, I'm excited for Moon Crash. It's gonna be a good time. I still haven't bought it, actually, so... Ah, shit, man. Good job. Good-ass job to Arcane. Kudos to Bethesda for publishing such a sick-ass game. Kudos to Bethesda for getting Arcane to continue supporting it, too. Again, like, Moon Crash came out... Excuse me, hiccups. Moon Crash came out, and of course there's 2 more expansions coming, and there's still, like, patches that cover the main game and shit, so I'm impressed. Happy Carl in chat says, I think there's like 24 to 27 people in total. That's a much more manageable number, because I think at the end I had 16 in the hold, and 4 in the main area, plus Dahl, who I guess wasn't counted in that, so I had about 20. So I wasn't actually that far down. I mean, I thought I was being pretty thorough, so I think I was being pretty thorough, so yeah. Cool. Yeah, good shit, man. Good fucking video game. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. We'll do Moon Crash at some point. I don't have an exact ETA on that. I want to kind of find out how long it is. And of course, Dream Drop is going to start next. So, yeah. But we will do Moon Crash and the other DLC at a point deemed appropriate. So, yeah. Pariah asks, anything in particular you hope to learn about at the Smash Direct? Single player content? Please. Dreth says, for the kill all humans Chivo, there are 42 humans to kill, weirdly enough. Oh, okay. So a little bit more than that previous quote. Let's see. Yeah. What day is Dream Drop distance? Today is Monday? Today's Monday. I'm checking my calendar. So Dream Drop is going to start on Wednesday. I know a lot of people are excited for Dream Drop. I mean, I am too. So I'm going to go hard on the calendar again, so that Dream Drop is nice and scheduled ahead of time. Everyone will be able to see the dates ahead of time. I've been really, like, off the wagon, just trying to, you know, get back to feeling like myself 100%. But for Dream Drop, I'm gonna obey that really hard, because yeah, I need to make sure. I know people want it. I want it too, so fuck. That'll be a good time. Yeah, Dream Drop is on the same day as the Smash Direct. Maybe we'll just go right from the Smash Direct into Dream Drop, because why not? It'll give us something to talk about. Yeah, no, schedule's gonna come back, not like the full month crazy schedule like it originally was when I started the SUPERSTREAM, because that's just fucking bananas. Like, I've said it before, but like, try doing that. Like, just try doing that for yourself. Try scheduling out your entire life a month in advance. It doesn't fucking work. it starts to feel really shitty when you approach the end of the month and everything's fucked up and all your plans are falling apart because you've scheduled streams and shit. So yeah. So I'm gonna just continue using the Google Calendar. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably won't do Dream Drop straight after Smash, because Smash is in the morning. It's at 10 a.m. So doing Dream Drop after that, a lot of people would still be at work. So I'll do Dream Drop in the evening so that more people can catch it. So yeah. Anyway, Prey, thank you so much for tuning in on Prey. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I've seen a lot of people in the chat and in the comments on YouTube and various places on Twitter as well who've said that Prey was not even remotely on their radar, and they're happy I was able to put it there. You know, I mean, it was on my radar, but fuck, even I missed it when it came out. I didn't buy it until like right before we did this playthrough, like 3 months before we did this playthrough, which was well after it came out. So don't even worry if you missed it. I'm glad it's on your radar. I'm glad it got on my radar. It took a fucking while, that's for sure. But you know what? This was a fucking good time. I'm so impressed with this game. Kind of wish I had played it when it came out, so we could have had this in our Game of the Year discussion, because it was really, really strong. I don't think the I think the core story was definitely up there with like Nier Automata. Probably better. I think the main story was better than Nier Automata. I think the Nier landed the ending a lot better than Prey did, but the main story was really strong. I think in our Game of the Years though, or my Game of the Years though, I gave Danganronpa best story, because fucking yeah, I did. Danganronpa V3's story is crazy and such an amazing ending too. Like it's really the full package narratively. And this game was so close to being the full package. If it would have just landed the endings a little bit better, just a little bit, not even a ton, it would have really been the full package narratively. So close, so close, so close. Okay. Happy Carl says, look at it this way, you missed having to wait for patches. You know, that's fucking true, actually. I actually do remember mentioning in some streams earlier that, like, I was just waiting for patches to come fix some of the games. I remember this had, like, really problematic performance and frame pacing when it had first come out. Let me just check something real quick. Sorry. I want to see when I put this on the schedule calendar. The old schedule calendars. I remember I had Prey on the old schedule calendars for like a long ass fucking time. Yeah, August 2017 was when I added Prey to the calendar to play through. And here we are like a year later and I've finished it. It only took a year, right? Yeah. Rowan Clerics asks/says, did they actually run out of money or were pushed out the gate with the endings? It's hard to say, right? I don't think we'll ever truly know unless there was an interview that said it, and I don't know. Whatever it is a shame that it kind of wraps up like that. Dodge and Dust says, I wonder if the game will get a patch to improve the endings. If it does, I would think that would be the last thing they would do after all the DLCs are out, but I wouldn't expect it. It would, you know, that would be a pretty dramatic amount of work to overhaul those, and like touching that much stuff in the core game is never something you want to do. I guess they're all at the end, so it wouldn't be as risky as touching something early or kind of in the midpoint of the game, but still. I guess the problem is that the endings are like inconsistently decent. You know, because getting, like, the escape sequence is fun. Getting back in the ship and talking to everyone before you escape with Dahl is fun. It's just like the finale, like the very end, you know, where you choose to kill everyone is like deeply unsatisfying because nothing fucking happens. You just kind of kill Alex and that's it. Or you hold Alex's hand and that's it. You know, it's not that interesting. So they're super half in the bag. Anyhow. Pariah asks, how do you feel about the argument that since most people don't finish games, end and post-game content is less important than early main game content? Well, I guess I should preface this by saying I haven't heard anyone ever use that argument in the sense that like trying to argue a point that it's okay for late game content to be poor or worse. I don't think I've ever heard anyone use that argument, but I think it's nonsense. Like, consistent quality is what you want, and that's the hardest thing to do ultimately. Oh well, it's hard if it's good. You know, if it's bad, it's easy to have consistent quality. But when it's really good, it's hard to be consistent from start to finish. And I mean, that goes for anything, right? That goes for writing, that goes for film, that goes for photography, that goes for anything. It's hard to keep making stuff of similar quality and string it all together, but hey, yeah. Anyhow, I really have to go for the night. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. I know I certainly did. It's Kingdom Hearts time again. So, yeah. Anyway, take care, guys. Sleep tight. Have a good one. Bye-bye.